Going live yet again. Hopefully going to get through Ariandel today. Just something calming about, like, things called Aria something. You know, Ariandel, or just Aria, or even the show Daria. It's just calming. And given the age of some of the player base, I imagine nobody knows what the hell Daria is at this point, but hey, it's okay. I forgive you. Right, I have no souls, which is perfect, because I don't really need them. We are going not to the depths, not to the chapel, rope bridge cave. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Alright, well, when I get to the next bonfire, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Because I was thinking about it today. And I was like, you know, have I really ever actually relied on my blessed shield? And in some cases, the answer is yes, but never as a shield. And I feel like to make it more useful, I might just have to get rid of the infusion. Oh, I'm already being invaded. I'm gonna make this interesting for them as well. Although I do imagine that this guy does know what he's doing. And this tree does stick out like a sore thumb here. You can't be serious. That can't have worked. Dude, really? Dude, really? Interesting tactic. You know it's me, don't you? Oh my god, that's great. It, again, that was just for funsies, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't believe that actually worked. Also, as a purple, it's pretty easy. They don't even have to kill the host. They just need to kill a... They just have to kill any phantoms or number of phantoms. And since I have none summoned in, the count is 1. Being invaded again. Oh, he's back. Okay. Oh no. I'm trying to give them both a chance. A purple and a blue is a good combination for a fight. Honestly, the Blues just weren't able to handle it. I don't know why, but they just weren't. Make sure before I did anything crazy, because I don't want to leave the guy up here, you know, with bad information. bad. Not gonna lie, I forgot to get into swamp the area. Anything moving? That's the question. And the answer is I don't think so, but I've been wrong before. Oh, there he was. Trust no one. Kill everyone. Dark Souls. I heard you, I heard you. You know, I have a feeling they wanted this muck to do something at some point in the game, and they just never got around to it, or they had to drop it. You got bleed, I got bleed. If you're looking at the top right of the screen, that's my indicator every time when I see that flame pop up, and I don't particularly know why it shows up, even though I do. Like, I'm picking up an item and I see it, or I enter a new zone and the game's like trying to load in new assets. Like right there, I picked up an item, which is why that happened.
Oh, you. Oh, my you. But thou shalt make my. Oh, I.
I have a feeling when they created Andel, since I've got 13 Estus, I'm not going to rest. I figured I was going to have like a tough time or something like that. Depends on how this goes through the village. I'll just open up some shortcuts now. And then I'll worry about going back to the, back to Firelink to fix my shield, or change my shield. I guess it could just use a different shield, but at the same time I'm just like, nah. It might be lighter though. It is an idea. again, every time I do it, I know. It's like I know there's no one invading me at that moment, but I always feel like it's going to happen. And even if they are, it's not like I'm scared of the invader or seeing the invader. It's just I want to be prepared for it, you know? Because I have been invaded where the notification popped up after the fact where I've been attacked. Maybe that's what gets me. Also starting to wonder if I should have used magic instead of dark, or sorcery was what I mean. I always call it magic because it's just magic, but I think Magic the Gathering has a trademark on magic, which is why nobody can really use magic. Is that? I don't remember. It's something like that. Alright, I'm not done over here. I only thought I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna aggro. No, I don't want to do that yet. See your guts. I wonder if that turned him around. I hope it did. Not quite. Again, they could have just changed that backstab animation to anything else. Anything else, and it would have been way cooler. Please survive. Not for long. Yeah, I guess it does heal me over time, but still. How often do I guard? Not often, right? Like, I don't feel like I guard often, but I feel like I probably should guard more often. Problem is, if I'm holding up a shield, right? So I'm holding up the shield. I always feel like I should be attacking at that point rather than holding the shield up. And if I just go for a parry, that sort of eliminates the usefulness of the shield to the smallest degree. If I go shieldless, I don't get the blessing buff. If I don't have the blessing, I can't use the shield effectively. It's nope. So the thing about those battles, especially that one specifically, is a lot of the times they want you to roll away to try and heal. The problem is, don't worry about this too much. If you do that, it triggers his animation to like throw the knives, which do just about as much damage as it would if you just stabbed you with a damn sword anyway. So either dodging around his attacks or being up close is probably your better bet, because his poking stab or his rapier, the way that it works is it is just a straight point. So if you can avoid that area, that little cone where his sword is pointing, you can at least avoid that, but the knives go out in an arc. Now, again, this is the problem with me using the greatsword all the time. I always trade blows, like almost every fucking time, and it gets me killed, and you've seen it get me killed. Like, you have literally seen it just kill my ass because I'm being dumb. Like right now, I should be healing, right? I should be drinking that one Estus, and I'm going to. Like, I'm going to take my own advice. But that's the thing. I get into that mode where it's like, alright, I've got to conserve until I get to a safe point to where I can just drink and I know I can do what I need to. But that's not how these areas are supposed to work. That's not how Dark Souls works. And after playing this for a little over a year now, I think I've got it. Hey, am I lagging? I'm gonna have to check these streams later. I hope they aren't like locking up like that, because that would drive me nuts. And you might be asking the question, what do you mean you haven't been checking? And the answer is no. I've just been uploading. Mostly because I this is one of those things where it's like I don't have time for editing. Like I've said this consistently. If I could get paid to do editing, that would be one thing, but I just don't. I could do editing. I really do like to do editing. But I don't have time to edit my own stuff. And it's not that I don't find my own content less interesting than other content, because I could definitely like just make smash cuts of okay, successful invasions or funny moments or anything else like that. It's just I don't have that sort of money to throw away or that time that I can utilize in that fashion. I keep trying to get on the roof. I'm just gonna ignore the roof. It's like I don't need to be on the roof. I can get on the roof later. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, hey, if somebody wants to be my editor, I will cut you in. I swear to God. I'll give you, like, whatever percentage cut you think is fair of any revenue I earn. And it would have to be the revenue that I earn and not just a... you know, just a salary, because I can't really pay for somebody else's salary among like doing full-time work myself. Because I know how much time and energy it takes to edit, and I know it's a full-time job, but I don't want anybody taking it that seriously for not getting like full-time pay. Like, if you want to do it for fun, fuck it, man. Like, welcome to the team. Sign up. Whatever you want to do. I pushed that B button 5 seconds before that animation kicked in, because I was trying to do a back step, and then I pushed forward, and then it went into the roll. Fucking game. So shit like that, that's not really my fault. That was definitely the game's fault. But then of course, the game never lies, right? Now, that being said, it's not like I'm poor or I couldn't like afford to have someone on full time, but that unfortunately, where I am in my life right now, if this does eventually become like a full-time thing, you know, I would like it to, because that makes my job more fun and a lot easier for sure. Not that I can't, because I am a business professional. Like I am an IT professional by trade. I can fix and repair machines, no problem. Problem is I can't do it privately because I don't have that kind of money. It's like if I needed to buy parts, I have to use another company's assets to do it. Not for myself, of course. Like, I'm not saying, yeah, use your company's money to buy personal effects or anything like that. I'm talking about... See what I was talking about with those darts? But, so anyway, back on topic. What I mean to say is, like, if I wanted to start my own computer repair business or something like that, right? Like, or server repair or whatever else, I need funding. And you'd be like, oh yeah, just go to the bank, get a loan. But it is unfortunately too risky for me to get the loan, not for the bank. Obviously, I would pay off the loan and make sure that I kept my payments for sure. But it's not something where if the business were to fail, I could recover from. I wouldn't be able to come back and be like, yeah, this is okay now. Again, I'm all about taking risks, but not with, you know, a family life and the need to, because I do have mandatory travel. Not for my company, but for myself, like personal mandatory travel that has to happen throughout the year. And it's like I can't spend thousands of dollars I don't have just willy-nilly for myself. Now, if, let's say, like I'm saying, like if this became my full-time job, like this was making revenue and let's say I made the money I make now from my job, except doing this job, I would still need, you know, health insurance, dental coverage, you know, the whole 9 yards, which I'd probably have to go get myself. Or go through like an Obamacare or something like that. But I'd still have to pay that and make sure I had my own investment strategy or investment company to keep track. So that, one, I could build my assets. And then, not only that, because obviously my current wage, which is fine for me, because I do streaming and YouTube for fun. Basically, I would have to make at least double what I do now in Twitch or YouTube to make that a feasible option. Because then I also have to pay taxes, and taxes is going to take a cut, which they already just do automatically from my job. Like, they just take it out of the check. And I'd have to keep track of that, and then I could write off my games and my consoles and computers and software as a tax credit, which would be nice. Speaking of which, it's getting into tax season, so that's why I'm thinking about those sorts of things. But that's the thing. Like, it has to be something that is fiscally responsible. Like, I couldn't just jump into it and be like, yeah, we're gonna go full time right now, because I just can't. Like, there's no way. It would be highly irresponsible of me, and just there's no feasible way right now that I could pay anybody else to do professional work, unless it was like in small doses. Like, I could pay, and again, nothing against artists or anything like that, but I could pay for, like, let's say art pieces or icons or emotes or something like that, because I'm trying to get my affiliate status, right? And once I get affiliate status, I'm gonna need emotes or somebody who can create emotes, and I can create them myself with the time and the tools to do it, unless you want them to be like poor quality. And again, it's not that I have no artistic talent, it's just I feel like if people were going to subscribe to my channel once I had affiliate status, I feel like they would want a quality emote or something that represented what they would use in the outside world, or something that looked cool. Or maybe they just want something dorky. And you know what? Dorky's fine. Like, I could go that route too. But I'd rather have like a professional artist take over that mantle. And I could do that for like maybe $20 a piece for each piece of art. And then there are some artists out there who are like, oh, I would do it for $5. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just giving a rough example. And then there are other artists that say, oh, I don't work for anything less than $100 a piece. And again, it's just an example. I'm not saying that your art is worth less or more or anything else like that. You're all priceless and important and blah, 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 blah. That sort of bullshit. It's fine. And again, my followers, I have right now 100 some odd followers, which I'm assuming aren't bots. And most of them, they stuck around for like maybe a little bit. And I'm just sort of their backup watch in case nothing else is going on. And I get that. That's cool. Like, I'm not going to shame anybody for watching anybody else because they have higher quality stream than I do. Or higher quality videos than I do. But that's the whole thing too. It's like, alright, if you want the lower tier streamers or the lower tier YouTubers to get to that point where they can make high quality stuff, and I don't do, there's a reason I don't do like title cards or anything else like that, because I've seen way too much of that bullshit of just lame ass title cards. And I think there are a lot of people out there that know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, good ones are like, if you watch Game Grumps or something like that, I don't even think Mark has a title card anymore. I think he just goes into it, but that's just because he's Markiplier, so, it's one of those things. But, what I'm saying is, animated and well done title cards are something that are sort of my forte, especially when I was doing my collegiate stuff. Like, I can make you a title card that just fucking rocks your socks off, but it'll take me hours to make for like a 5-second little thing, right? Because it can be. And obviously I'd want to have something cool or show off something. Oh shit, don't want the damn loop again. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm getting at. It's just like, I want to do a lot of things, especially for my own channel and my Twitch and everything else like that, but without followers or subscribers or viewers, if you're watching this, that want to see the content, then there's no point in me pushing forward, because I don't see the interest. I don't see, the donation or the time being put into it. or the necessity for me to put those things in. And it's not anybody's fault. Like, it honestly, if I wanted to be the greatest streamer on the planet, I'd put it like $10,000 down on just being like, all right guys, we're gonna create the best channel on YouTube, and we're going to rock your socks off with Fortnite clips and blah blah blah. And I get it, Fortnite's a good game to a lot of younger people. I am in that age group where I don't necessarily get a lot of enjoyment out of battle royale games, but I played them and I'm good at them and I've won them. Like, there are clearly videos out there of me doing that, or with a squad, but I would never do that like solo. I would never go and maybe the roof jump's just a better option, because I can't get it from that angle. I can't seem to get it from the other angle. Alright, we're going to do roof jump again. We're going to see if I can get it. Anyway, back to the point. So, obviously, yeah, I need an investment. I need to have, you know, the strongest internet connections, blah, 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 blah. Why is that screen freezing? Is that Twitch doing that to me? I feel like it must be. And again, I check my bit rate every time, but it's always at max bit rate. It's always at 1080p. So I'm going with what Twitch is telling me to stream at. Like, literally. I could drop it though. But again, that depends on the viewers, and right now the viewers aren't there. But that's okay. Again, it's all fine. And again, the only reason I'm talking about this is just because I'm trying to put it together in my head, in my thoughts. Because to me it makes sense, and maybe to somebody else it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe they have ideas. Maybe they have suggestions. Maybe they have an interest in what I'm saying. You know? Just things to think about before you think, alright, yeah, I'm going to be a streamer full time. That's going to be my job. And again, there are people that have done that. They have the personality for it. They have the game for it, you know. And that's a big one. Like, having a game or something that is unique and that people love to see, or that you're really, really good at. Or even if you're just bad at it, like Game Grumps, they're never really good at the game. But their comedy's on point. And I fell off the damn roof again. Okay, he lives up there now. Again, it's not that I can't be comedic, and it's not that I can't be an internet personality, because I can totally do that. Like, I can create my own persona and be like, oh yeah, this is Reaper 10.3 again, man. Fucking slashing and slaying and Ariandel yet again. Oh my god, I can't believe I fell off the fucking roof, you know. Again, I'm being facetious with that persona. That would not be my persona for any reason whatsoever. Although I do a slick broski sort of voice, don't I? Radical. Yo, Mikey. Are you stuck in the door? This is a high quality game, ladies and gentlemen. High quality. Nothing ever bad happens. It's all intended. Alright, before I go too far though, I do want to open that gate. Still no invaders. I figured, like, I got invaded up in the snowfield, but I figured, like, this would be another hot zone. I guess not. Granted, it was the same invader each time, but still, it's just one of those things where it's like, I figured that would be, like, something to transition to this area. People really love my messages. And that's what I mean, right? Like, things like that. Like, I obviously do have a voice in the online community because, like, I follow certain streamers. I am heavily invested in certain streamers, and there are quite a few that can recite my name and just be like, oh yeah, I remember you, I've talked to you in chat. But, you know, things like going out to TwitchCon or something like that, I don't really have the time or the money for it. But the way that changes is if there's enough interest and there's enough pull. Like, don't misunderstand me. It's not like I'm calling out for money or donations or anything else like that. What I'm saying is, if you did decide to do those things, like you decided to donate to the channel, or you decided to donate to the stream, or you decided to donate to the YouTube, or you decided to invest in what I do here, it's not really going to me. The only way it would go to me, and again, I'm not going to lie and say that I would never use the money that you donated to me for my own purposes. But what I'm saying is, the only reason that that would ever happen is if it became my full-time job. And then I could put those investments into, you know, my health, or going to get new equipment, or anything else like that, like a new laptop, or a new computer, or new games, or new whatever. And then once those investments are made, when the tax season comes around, I get a credit for that, which I can reimburse, because I would probably have to title this as a business, either for myself or a team or whoever else. And again, if there's any teams out there that really want my gamer skill, like, by all means, give me a call or send me an email. And, you know, leave me a little comment there and just let me know. I really want my gamer skills. Let's go, buddy. No, but I'd be thrilled. Like, I'd be thrilled to, like, join, like, for example, right now, and again, I don't know when anybody would ever see this, maybe they never will. And again, that's fine, because I have videos on my channel that have 150 views, and I have a lot of videos on my channel that have 0 views. So it's like, I understand there is a certain draw for certain videos, and if you got to this particular part, and again, this is an algorithm thing that Game Grumps went over. It's like, yeah, once you get to part, like, 5, you see a huge drop-off in viewership, and I'm on part 73 at this point in this game. It's like, if I wanted to maintain viewership, it's like, new games all the time, every day, you know, just new game, never go back to the same game. Or I get known for playing a specific game, right? So, like Grand Pooh Bear, where it's like, yeah, I'm super good at Super Mario Bros. 3, or playing Mario Maker, or something like that. And again, nothing against Grand Pooh Bear, or anybody that likes Grand Pooh Bear. Like, by all means, if you have a skill, utilize the shit out of that. But what I'm saying is, for me personally, I feel like that would get boring. Whereas, like, let's use YouTube Let's Play as an example. Let's use the Let's Play channel. And again, if you're not familiar with the Let's Play channel, that's fine. I'm going to explain a little bit. But they have a business. They have a corporation. They have sales reps. They make films. They have animated series. They have creators just out the wazoo. And then there's the personalities, the editors, which you see in the back room. Like, they've had them in enough videos now at this point that you know that there's an entire editing team in the back room there. Now, they didn't start off that way. Like, it was literally 2 or 3 guys in their apartment playing on custom maps in, Halo at Rooster Teeth that led to what would now become Rooster Teeth. So the Rooster Teeth company owns, or is in ownership of Let's Play, I believe. I still think they're both heavily involved with each other. I don't know what the exact relationship is, but I feel like they're pretty set in stone as to what they are. So what I mean is, when Rooster Teeth started, they created Red vs. Blue. And Red vs. Blue was a webisode series. So what does that mean? Webisode. So a webisode is basically like a TV episode. It is episodic, but it is strictly based on the web. Like, it is strictly on the internet. It's not on TV. It's not on anything like that. Now, is that to say it couldn't be on TV? No. It definitely, I think, they sell DVDs now and all that sort of stuff. I don't know what the restrictions are for them. But I don't even think they call them webisodes anymore. But at the time, they were webisodes. Ow. What do I mean about those quills? Like, holy shit, they're like arrows and they hurt. I'm sorry. What? Alright. But yeah, it was just a couple of guys in their apartment. And again, sorry, I got in the middle of combat, so I got a little distracted. And yeah, they were just doing it for fun. And it wasn't high quality stuff. And it's the same that I'm doing now. It's like, it's not super high quality. It is better quality than it would be. That's for sure. Than like way back in the day. And again, like back in the day, you could really only do like recordings on PC and then splash some audio on the top of it. You know, it's like you record audio and then you use that recorded audio and you put it on the recorded visuals to make sense of it. And again, I know how hard it was. I know how hard it is now. Because in the 360 PS3 days, it's like, God, there are still games I have on my shelf right now that I would love to record. There are some fantastic games that are not going to be remade or cannot be remade or that are super obscure that I literally have. I have my Wii, I have my GameCube, I have my PS2, I have my PS3, I have my Xbox 360. They're all sitting on the same shelf. But there's no way, or at least there's no way that I could responsibly say that I could go out and purchase a capture card and be like, alright, yeah, we're going to do this. Because I also need to get, you know, a better computer, better recording equipment. Not that there's anything wrong with my computer, because I have streamed from my machine. The problem is when I start getting to higher quality, or HD, which that's where 360 and PS3 are found for, that stresses out the computer a whole lot. And I need cooling, and I need all that sort of stuff. Which is why whenever I record on a PC, it's usually like 2D sprite games or 16-bit games or something like that, because it's just easier for the system to handle. I don't have to worry about it too much, and the quality's pretty damn good because it's a 16-bit game. You don't get better than 16 bits.
Every secret must be unearthed.
Whether it's 60 or 30 frames per second, it doesn't matter.
Secret of truth. But in the end, you have to stop the agony that you bring upon yourself.
I don't know why I couldn't do the backstab, I just couldn't. Oh, there is a bleed, finally. Ew. I wasn't sure what that was for a second, then it's like, nope, that's Dark Hand.
My lady, sworn oath,
He says Elfrida with a hard, like, sound. But I don't feel like it's Elfrida. But then again, I guess he wouldn't be wrong pronouncing it because he was in the game and is part of the voice cast. But still, it's just one of those weird things. Elfride, that makes more sense to me because E is an A in most cases.
I thou. 'Tis good, the door. 'Tis I promised Uncle Gale 'tis the door is.
Anyway, so that's enough of my business slash career discussion. Oh no. I shouldn't be able to be invaded because the door's not open. I'm going to stay right here because I have no Estus. And since my feet don't make any sounds, he can't track me. Well, he can track me, but he can't track me well. Shit. Wow, you blind as fuck. That's why I don't react instantly. Like, I feel like they should see me and they just don't. How did you miss that? Seriously, how the fuck did you miss me? Unless my glow is unique to me and he just can't see in this corner. Okay. That works. I guess I win at hide and seek. But yeah, it's like, don't feel. And again, I know it's hard to like trust people on the internet. I really do, because there have been a lot of things on the internet. I'm not gonna lie. Just from even professional levels, where it's like you trust them to make whatever, or that they're going to do what they say they're going to do with the money, and then they clearly just don't. Especially if you really trust them. But if you invested in anything I do on the channel, and I have had one person donate to me before in the past, so that's nothing new, but that asset, or that set of assets, was not used for my personal, personal greed or want. Every time I slow down, I feel like it's like trying to tell me something. Okay. But that's a trust thing between me and my viewers, my subscribers, my followers. Like, if you cared enough to enjoy my content, or watch it, or get this far, just know that it's not going to be used indiscriminately as like using it for my own personal benefit. Now, that being said, if you do make a note, like in the donation, it's like, I want you to use this for you, then I will. Like, do not think twice about that. I totally will. Like, if you tell me it's okay, I'm going to be like, alright, I can think of a number of things I could use this for, but it won't actually technically be for me. It'll be like for my family, or, just something I feel like needs to be taken care of. But yeah, I'm all for like paying for professional artists or professional editors or anything else like that, and I'm not counting on me to get to that point. I'm not saying that I ever expect to get to that point, because I may never do it, and that's fine. Because right now I'm just doing it for fun. There's no overhead. No one's expecting me to do anything impressive right now. No one's expecting me to do anything phenomenal. But if I ever got to that point, I would want to make sure that I was doing the best I possibly could, with responsible breaks every now and again, not making sure that not only I'm okay, but that if I started the company, and I don't know what I would call it yet, but I have ideas, which I will not say on the internet, because that is the dumbest thing you can do. Not that I don't trust my viewers. It's not my viewers I'm worried about, it's my haters I worry about. And again, it's the same thing as like owning a website, or owning the .com, or buying the site and making sure you have it so it doesn't get taken by somebody else. Which, like places like McDonald's or Burger King apparently didn't catch up on. If you didn't know that fun fact, when the internet was first starting out, places like McDonald's did not buy McDonald's.com. And that led to some real problems because, as you can imagine, anybody who owned McDonald's.com could put whatever they want on it. Now, the person who did buy it did give it back, which is fine. I forget what the stipulation was for giving it back, but it wasn't like he charged them money. It was just like, hey, can I publish the story, and that's all I want. Like, I think it was just for writing the article to show that, yes, it's important. And they wanted to use McDonald's name, and McDonald's, of course, just said, you know what, rather than spending $1 million, sure. Because you don't hear bad decisions about McDonald's normally. But I also know about Ronald McDonald, or the Ronald McDonald's. And those guys, they can get away with murder, like, practically. But they have rules that they follow. And one of them is exclusively not pushing their food for other children. So if you've ever seen a McDonald's commercial, and you've ever wondered why don't they talk about the fries, the burgers, or anything else like that, they literally tell them, like the clowns, that whenever you're out in public, you are not to say, go buy a burger or fries, because they don't want to be liable for any obesity charges, or that Ronald McDonald was being manipulative to children, even though that in itself is being manipulative of children by suggesting that Ronald McDonald is even there in the first place, you know? So it's basically the same as Camel Joe. If Camel Joe didn't smoke cigarettes, but he was still Camel Joe, and he was on their advertising, it would be okay as long as he didn't smoke. And if you're not familiar who that is, there's a story with that, but that's okay. But yeah, that's just one of those things that advertisers use, and it's scummy, and I know it. But I mean, it's one of those things where legally it's hard to define those things as being right or wrong, especially once you sort of grandfathered into like legislation and that sort of thing, and you just expect things to be the way they always were. And maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they should, you know, shouldn't be that way. But you can't charge somebody retroactively for rules they wrote in the past. So they could only really charge anybody like Ronald McDonald or anybody else like that for being manipulative now, or when a legislation comes into effect, which I would imagine at this point they would follow. Although there are some legal precedents where I was always surprised by how stupid they could be. So, you know, it's just one of those things. By the way, I love stories. It doesn't matter if it's a good story, made up story, a bad story. As long as it's an interesting story, I love a good story. Which is why newspaper articles or history or anything else like that, I'm pretty in depth with. Like, I just sort of resonate with it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's fucking cool to know. Trivia, on the other hand, is not the same thing. And people are like, oh, you should do trivia. It's like, no, it's just literally not the same thing. If you ask me what year Peter Laveau, and I'm just making up names, like, there's probably nobody with that name, but it's fucking Peter Laveau came up with the color aquamarine, you know? I would be like, I have no fucking clue. You know why? Because it's not an interesting story, and it's boring as fuck to think about somebody inventing a color. Although there was an interesting discussion about what makes art art. Or not what makes art art, but certain art pieces that look like they could be designed by anybody, but they have extra properties that make it good art. I don't remember I watch a lot of Carl Smallwood, so if you don't know his channel, he's got one out there. But he was talking about it, where it's literally just a canvas of blue. Like, it's just the color blue on a canvas. It's not like a smudge. The whole canvas is blue. And you're like, why is that art? And the reason it became art is because over a 2-year period, somebody was mixing the color to create that shade of blue, which is so unique that it will never fade. It will always be that color blue, no matter how many years pass. And if you know how pink that is, you know how incredible that is. Because pigments, over time, they fade, which is why so many pieces of art get retouched after a certain number of years, and why you hear of certain accidents involving those sorts of things, where they did the retouch and it turned out poor, or it wasn't like the original. What is your aggro range? Are you still coming this way? You are, aren't you? Nope, okay. Never mind. Of course that still hit me. Why wouldn't it? I wish you could hit each other. If I could just get the hit. Oh my god. Not my wisest decision, but I figured I was still out of it. I was not. That's why I normally go for this guy first, but it's hard to, like, get him. Oh no, do your thing again. Yeah, there we go. What? But yeah, so even like something that is so simple that you don't really think about it can be unique in its story. Or, you know, something like a simple line drawn on a canvas. You know, a Jackson Pollock, if you will. Now, not to say that Jackson Pollock is unique, because he is actually the antithesis of what I'm trying to say here. He wasn't really in it for the art either. He was in it for the money, which makes sense because he was trying to be the next Andy Warhol. Which, again, Andy Warhol, not really inventive with the concept of his art, in my opinion. But people love his shit. And it's just like, alright. And again, I'm going to get a comment later on. Oh yeah, well I didn't see you painting anything. And it's like, you're right, I didn't. You're absolutely correct. you want to know my other topics of discussion, stories, I've got plenty. Although they are mostly borrowed, but still. They are true in some fashion. I'm not going to say they're 100% true, because I didn't write the article. In most cases. But, if the information is accurate, then most of it should be true. In most cases. Hey, could you hold on to this? Thanks. Still invasions. Interesting. Trying to think, was there another subject I wanted to go into, and I'm not sure. I don't remember. Oh god. Forgot about that service. It's pretty annoying. Anyway, we were talking about Warhol, we were talking about art, we were talking about stories. How did we get on that tangent? Unique. Being unique or art? Torch. Let me borrow it. That's where I came up from. Please tell me it was just you. No, of course not. But this is where I want to fight you. So that worked to my benefit. I'm going to use the Lothric Straight Sword for Red Eyes up there because he fucking hits like a truck. And as much as I love the circly path that the Scythe takes, it's not precise. I need a little bit of precision. Yep, right there. There we go. I wish you'd given me essence back, but I guess that's asking for too much. Now I'm gonna use the same thing because these guys are on the cliff side. I do really like using the Scythe because it's fun and it's interesting and it's new. God. Alright, I may have to run past the last one. 'Cause I'm not doing too well. The real worry is that after having all this discussion, my mic cut out at some point. cost more cost points. But I'm hoping that's not the case. That worked out. The most important thing I can do, at least before I die, kick down the damn tree. If nothing else, kick down the damn tree. Go back and get my Estus back. Although, watch me get invaded trying to do this. That would be a real treat. And I don't think this elevator goes down too particularly far. But I'm not risking the jump. Just in case something weird happens. I promised Uncle Gale I would. I know you did. You know what? Just to make my life a little easier here. What can I do? I don't want to put a staff in my right hand. And again, maybe I do. Maybe I get rid of the knife and I just say staff. I like the dagger. I'd miss it. And I don't want to get rid of my Lothric in case I have to get into heavy combat. And I don't use the knife that often, but it is my fastest swinging weapon. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, if I put it in my left hand and I stop using Pyromancy, right? What's a good one? Hidden weapon's not bad. But is that ever going to help me? Frost, no. Alright, Homing Crystal Soul Mass. And what? Because I can't use Crystal Soul Spear. I don't have 48 intellect. Although that would be nice. And the arrows, like, the bigger I go, the longer they take to cast. Chameleon's always useful. Pestilent Mist, though? I mean, that's only for, like, Madeir. I need something I can use all the time. Plus there's the FP cost. Oh, that would be cool. Nope, doesn't do me any good to look at pyromancy, so I'm not going to use them. I haven't been using the one I have. Why not? Snap freeze it is. As far as stabs, though, have I leveled anything up? Use souls to leave a sharp branch to fillet prey. Can be used repeatedly. Alright, let's look at the spell buff. So unupgraded. Fuck it, we'll go with sages, because why not? And we'll upgrade it a little bit later, but this is just me playing around now, because I'm curious as to how this is gonna work, or how much damage I'm gonna do. Snap freeze is just for, like, limited PvP moments. Offensive spells are more my style for sure, but it's just one of those things where it's like, maybe. Oh god, that didn't do anything. And again, it's not like I'm using this for damage either. Oh, they don't break. That's interesting. Okay, those break. Fine? Question mark? Okay. No, yeah, frostbite? Oh my god. Okay. Maybe that's the way to go. Right? Maybe it's just strictly for effects, not for damage, because I don't have anything that's going to do damage per se as a sorcerer. But that's pretty nice. And if it's slowing down stamina regen? Okay, no, I can use that. That's pretty cool. You didn't see that. Did you really? Rude. Okay, that does a lot of damage. Just stay behind my pillar. You're not going over there. I'm not opening that wall yet. I wonder if Pleb's gonna come back. I feel like he might. So it's better to open that door now than later. This gives me a few more options. I don't know what the fuck that sword was. If it's a quality build, that thing does fucking tons of damage. It did 800 damage for a fucking hard poke. What, did another blue get summoned in? What the hell happened? Oh, he did not make it. And he's throwing poop. He didn't jump down. I don't even think I saw any damage numbers on him. So I did make myself known down here, so it's not like I'm hiding. He definitely should have seen me. Whoa, rude. Fuck you. Fuck you for even using that. He thought he was being slick. He thought he was fucking being slick. I hate that bullshit. I really do. And I saw him coming in with that damn straight sword. I'm like, nah-uh. Nah-uh. We ain't playing that game. Shit. Happening again. I bet you it's the same guy. I'm going to sit in a corner. Come to my field. Come into my territory. Say hello. I want him to drop down in front of me. You have no idea how bad I want it. You know what? I'm gonna go help him. If I can get there in time. Yeah, drink now, bitch. Keep doing that shit. I don't mind, per se, that they use the Undead Hunter Charm, but the way that guy plays just screams asshole to me. Because he was being super fucking aggressive, and he was literally throwing dung pie, which is an item in this game. Because I heard him do it. And the fact that he was so fucking gung-ho, not only to kill me, or to try to kill me, but that he was so fucking gung-ho to throw that goddamn Hunter Charm out. Even though I hadn't drank anything, other than the one to get off that damage he started off with, that told me everything I needed to know. He got me in a roll. Because he tried to charge me and then he did an R2 afterwards. Because he didn't want a fair fight, he wanted to fucking just kill. And again, that's fine. You can be an invader like that, but I don't have to play by your rules either. I don't have to be the host that fucking fights by your rules. I can use the level to my own advantage. And I think that a lot of invaders misunderstand what that means because they're like, oh, look, he summoned in blues, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I really don't care if I have blues or not. I'm just trying to give you guys the opportunity to get more tongues because blues and invaders fighting each other is beneficial in more ways than one. It's beneficial for both sides. You get double the tongues, or you get your proof of Concord kept, which, again, being a blue, it's difficult to get Concords because you don't get summoned in often. The moment you do, there's not a lot of chances to get to the invader if the host isn't smart, because if the host is dumb, they'll be dead by the time you get summoned in. Me, as a host, I'm not particularly bad as a host, which means I can survive long enough to wait for a blue to show up to do the fight. And then if they want to fight it out, I let them fight it out. But the second you start fucking with me, or you start throwing fucking Undead Hunter Charms thinking you're going to kill me outright in 15 seconds, I'm going to kill your ass. That's how this is going to go. Made it. I wonder if I can get an early snap freeze on Dunnel down here. I feel like I can because I know where his summon spot is. But whether he stays there or not, that's a different story. Door ahead? You mean door ahead? You're a door ahead. There's the frostbite. Alright, Donald. I see you. You are fucking dangerous. Holy shit. No. Ever run out of fucking, no. Oh shit, what do I have on? Of course. Okay. Better. Too close, but you know, I was playing with fire, literally. Okay. So that's done. I cleared the underground. I got the bugs. Only thing left is the boss fight, I guess. Okay. But again, like, he did it again with the blue up there. He started throwing fucking Undead Hunter charms. And it's like, alright, we're gonna play that game. I'm gonna play that game too. Nope, not that one. The one I actually want is... Hornet Ring for right now. I may switch over to...
of bloody it shed. My flail. Bring me my flail. Ah, Frida. What stops the mess? Yes, my flail. Right away.
I'm flailing you as hard as I can, man. I wonder if that actually does anything. Probably not, but still. Do I expect to fin this fight the first time? Nope. Am I gonna try anyway? Yep.
Oh. Bring Frida to me, please. Canst thou not see? The flame.
The flame.
Flickering once again.
It's okay.
Soon will it surge. I can see it. Feel it.
Feel it. Let's get this close up.
Fret not, Father. We have no need of thy flail.
Scythe battle.
'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash. Please avert thine eyes. I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Her mouth does kind of move a little bit there. That's right, I can counter your scythe with my own. Nope. What's the matter, Frida? You having trouble? What's the matter, Frida? Having trouble? Should have around. I think I've done this scythe battle way too many times because I made that look way easier than it should have been. Gale, what the? I win Scythe battle. Now it could be argued that using Gale is cheating, but I would have to agree given how easily the motherfucker dies in this battle. If anything, I use him as a punching bag. Because, yeah, they need to be distracted a little bit. And she's fighting 2-on-1. Or she would be fighting 2-on-1. So that's only fair that I have my 2-on-1. So it's a 2v2. Until I kill her guy. Father Ariandel knew what was up. That was expensive.
Keep your marbles in.
Keep your marbles intact. How about that? So, my dark Scythe no longer has any purpose. So what we're going to do, since I can't use dark, Corvian, Pontiff, we're going to use Frida's. 113, 50, 118, 145. It's magic and physical. Actually, the scaling with dex and sorcery? The sorcery scaling. Ooh. Ooh. Should have been using this all along, to be honest. But hey, you know what? That's fine. I like the bleed a little bit better. It works out. It's all fine. Is it slower? Hang on, we gotta figure that out. Okay, that's the same. Oh, it's heavy. Oh my god. Not cool, guys. heavy. How much does that weigh? Is it because of the twin scythe effect? I've got to look now. Alright, hang on. Oop, sorry. Wrong one. So the weight is 13 versus 7. Yeah, that would do it. God, that's heavy. Corvian scales, or Corvian scales. Fuck. Alright, I guess I'll stick with that. I don't like doing that, but hey. Also, I wanted to change my attunement because homing crystal soul mass is not going to do it. I wonder. To avoiding that damage. But so anyway, if anybody's watching this, I leave it up to you. Should I get rid of the blessed infusion on the shield and use it as a regular shield, or should I keep it and just never really use it for anything other than parrying when I can find an opening? Willingly look at anything. I'm back here, fatty. Wanted to make sure my dried finger was still on. Ooh, man, I've filled up my chunks. Got a lot of chunks. Ah, damn it. That body's always a trap, and I know it. And then I fuck myself over. Why? Because I'm an idiot. No, you don't. I'm not going to go into the swamp today. As much fun as that would be. I don't feel like being frustrated right now. Not that the swamp is hard by any means, it's just I don't want to have to fucking do that today. And it's more enjoyable when I'm fresh, that way it's like something to get worked into, and I have to fight the pyromancer. Blah, 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 blah. People bombs, please. All right. Just such good, consistent damage. That combo string. Thank you. Bring the wall crashing down. Later, sucker. I wonder what the glitchless speedrun for DS3 all bosses is. I wonder if they even have that title. Oh. Again, the reach of this weapon is so deceitful. It is no fucks given, just really far. It's not quite lance level, but it's between that and straight sword. just run. Okay. Halfway there. Being invaded. Mad spirit. Okay. Granted, he's probably not going to head this way thinking I'm not over here, but who knows. Unless he saw the ladder. But he can't see the items, so he may not know. If he's hanging out by patches, that's a different thing. Come on. You know what, just for shits and grins. So he is near enemies, just not these enemies. Good. Oh, good. Jesus showed up and he's finally fucking here. Why did it take so long for them to show up? Holy shit.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's with the way they order. Well, come on. Well, come on.
We're almost there. Fuck it, why not? Why are they all oh no. The knight buffed them. No. I wonder if I can make that shortcut. Like, just jump it and then land it. I probably can, but it's probably like really hard to do. No. I don't think so. Good attempt, though. Drake, where do you think I am? The real problem is I can't really see him either. I didn't want to be out here, but since the invader was here, I didn't really have much of a choice. But since I'm here now, I might as well at least clear out some of this swamp area. I'm not fighting the demons today. I am absolutely not fighting the demons today. Oh my god. Kill me now. What the fuck? Why did that do so much? Wait, did I lose the other one? I guess maybe I did. Invaded. Yep. Off he goes again. to say, should be done. Nope, you didn't see me. Whoa! That was a lucky break. What is her pathing like? Oh, she's making it. Oh, fuck. Fall to her death? What the hell happened? There she is. Bottom of the damn tree. Alright. How is she surviving all this? That's what I want to know. The fall alone over there should have killed her. Fuck. Walking around? Probably. What the hell happened? Did she disappear? Did she fix her pathing? Did she crawl into a wall? What the hell happened? Again, I'm doing this the simplest way possible with no essence. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm not fighting you. Not if I don't have to. Does she get full health if I don't keep my eye on her? Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. Like she's respawned up there and has full health. Where else would she be? No, seriously, is she dead? Did she despawn? What the fuck happened? I have no clue. Oh well, I'll come back later. Because I've got no idea where the fuck she could be. Out. Called it. Here's the real question. Did she come back? I guess she died. But she is not back. I don't know when she died or how she died, but she is dead. Like seriously, what the fuck? Unless I glitched her out of the world, I have no idea. Oh no. Oh, I lucked out. I thought that brick was gonna kill me. I thought I was dead for sure. Alright, between the two of you, you suck. And they both fell off. Because why not? The other bad news, I technically have to do the other side now. Alright. Moving along. How did I forget to come back up here? I swear to God, I already did. Guess not. I had a heart attack there. Oh my god, that was scary. Alrighty then. That's what I thought.
Oh, dashing. Just now. This is not much. This man. This man. This man.
Alright, so now we're going back to Firelink Shrine. I pretty much showed you how not to handle.
Ashen 1.
There's something I was gonna do. I'm drawing a blank. Is it buying something? No. It's not leveling. It's not a weapon change. The shield maybe, but that's not until after the fact. Oh, right. Boss soul. I was like, What am I missing? It's like, which shop did I need?
Ah, so.
The flail.
I took them at shoes.
Alright. So, we'll continue this adventure next time. Thanks for being here with me. I don't know, did we lose to an invader today? I don't think we did. I think this was a good invader day. Then again, I wasn't exactly fighting most of them directly, except for the one who was being a complete dick. So, alright. See you later. Bye.